G'day guys, how you going? Mike D here from Impact Strength and Fitness. Just a real quick brief outline on proteins, because it gets really confusing for a lot of people when they're talking about proteins and what type of protein powder they should use. So, and specifically what we're going to be doing is looking at the different types of protein powders that you can buy. The most common form of protein powder you'll normally hear of is referred to as WPI, which is a whey protein isolate. The whole whey protein isolate thing, it's a very easily digestible form of protein. So it's a sort of thing that it's good to have straight after training when those protein requirements are sort of needed with a bit of haste. The other thing we can do with proteins is we can go to a protein powder a bit like the Protein Synergy 5. Now what that does is it has 5 different types of protein in it. So the proteins are digested at different rates. Okay, so what we have is we have a hydrolyzed whey protein isolate, which is one of the fastest absorbing proteins. We have a whey protein isolate, which is the WPI that I spoke of before. We also have an egg albumin, a whey protein concentrate, and also a casein, and those all get timed release. So it's a little bit like what happens when you're eating food. The protein gets released into the body sort of over a period of time. So a really good product to use if you're using protein powders, sort of more as a meal replacement throughout the day. Now some people can't do dairy, so they need to look at other options. We've got things like this, which is our ATP No Whey. Now this is a dairy-free product, and it's a protein that's a derivative of bovine. So it's not a vegan protein, it's still an animal-based protein, but it's not derived from dairy. So for those people that have a few issues with the old dairy, this could be the option to go for. One of the other things that you can do with protein powders, and you can step into protein powders that also have a little bit of a thermogenic property to them. So we have the IsoCuts, the International Protein IsoCuts. So that's basically a protein that also includes a bit of a fat burner. So for anyone that's on a weight loss journey that wants to get a little bit more caffeine into their diet, which will help move things along, a little bit of a fat burner whilst they get their protein intake, then the IsoCuts would definitely be one to look at. So those are what we carry here at the moment at Impact Strength and Fitness. We are going to be including a vegan brand of protein to our repertoire of proteins, so keep an eye open for that over the next coming weeks.